class. Welcome to mathematics class, Form 1. Today we will be discussing simultaneous linear equations. Our subtopic will be solution of simultaneous equations by these two methods. The first one is elimination method. The second one is substitution method. But before we go to solutions, we need to know what are simultaneous linear equations. Now, simultaneous linear equations are equations which these are equations which have two variables, especially when they are in pair, whereby when you find the solution for these equations, they will fit into those two equations. That is, their solutions satisfy both equations. The solutions to those equations satisfy both equations when they are in pair, or two of them. And we can have an example of a linear equation. Now, what is before I give you the example of a linear equation, it is good to know what is a linear equation. A linear equation is an equation whose variables or unknowns are raised to power 1, or their power is 1. Example. Example of a linear equation is 2x plus 5 is 10. If you look at the power of the unknown or the variable x, this power is 1. So this is an example of a linear equation. You can give, this is one variable, you can have another equation with two variables like 3x minus 4y is 16. Again, this is a linear equation because these variables x, or the unknowns x and y, they are raised to power 1. Now, we go direct to simultaneous equations and how to find their solutions. We can have an example of a simultaneous equation, 5x minus y equals 18. Then 3x plus y equals 14. And we will solve this one by elimination method. Now, when we talk about elimination method, we are talking about these two equations. If you look at them, they have two unknowns. Each equation, this is equation 1, this is equation 2. Equation 1 has unknown value x, unknown value y. Equation 2 has got the same unknown value x, unknown value we need to solve. We need to find their real values. Because we are going to solve them at the same time. That's why we are saying we are solving them simultaneously. The answers they will give us, as you find out, they will satisfy each of each of these two equations. So, what is to eliminate? You can decide either to eliminate the x, you find the value of y, or you can decide to eliminate y, you find the value of x. Now, how do you eliminate? This is 5x minus y equals 18. 3x plus y equals 14. If you look at these unknowns, this is 5x, this is 3x. This is negative y, this is positive y. Then these are constants, 18 and 14. Now, to do away with one of these so that you remain with one unknown, it is difficult to find the solution of two unknowns at the same time. So, you need to do away with one, that is to eliminate, you remain with one. Now, if you look at this case, which one is easier to eliminate? This y and this y, they are the same, only that their signs are different. So what you do, you look for a way how you can do away with y. You can either add or subtract. If you add this, what happens when you add? What happens when you add this? These are known, these are like terms, so 5x plus 3x, you get 8x. Negative y plus y, you get 0. Because this is negative, this is positive. So this one is 0. Then 18 plus 14, you get 32. So, in short, you've been able to do away with y. You have 8x equals 32. To get the value of x, divide both sides by 8. This will cancel out. By 8 1 by 8 4. So the value of x is 4. Because you've been able to find the value of x and y, and you've been able to eliminate y, what you do, you can pick any of these original equations. Like, let's pick equation 1, 5. Where you have x, instead of writing x, you should write 4. Because you already know the value of x is 4. Subtract y, you should be able to get 18. What is 5 times 4? 20 minus y is 18. So 20 minus y is 18. This is unknown. These two are known. So what you do, take this part to the other side. So you remain with negative y equals 18. When this one goes to the other side, it becomes negative. So negative y equals 18 minus 20 is negative 2. You need y, not negative y. So divide by negative 1, divide by negative. Negative divided by negative is positive. So y equals 2. Now you need to test whether your two solutions x and y satisfy these two equations. For example, let's replace 5x, x is 4, minus y 2. This one should give us 18. 5 times 4, 20. 20 minus 2 is 18. So, equation 1 is okay. Pick equation 2, 3x. So, where you have x, you write 4, plus y is 2. You are supposed to get 14. So, 3 times 4 is 12, plus 2 is 14. So, we've been able to solve these two equations simultaneously, meaning at the same time, and the solutions that we get, they are able to satisfy the two equations. So that is called the elimination method. And maybe the learner, if you are at home, you can try this by yourself. 2x minus y minus y is equals to 7. Then the other one is 5x minus 3y equals to 16. Equals to 16. So you can try that one at home. Then the next method is called substitution method. Substitution. So substitution method, we pick an example. A plus B is 3. 4a minus 3b is 5. Now, the first case, when you are using elimination method, you do away with one variable or one unknown, you handle the other one alone. You eliminate. For substitution, what you do is that you replace. This one you do away with first, but this one you replace. For example, pick equation 1. Solution. A plus B is 3. This is equation 1. We can decide to make A the subject of the formula. That is, A equals, A remains alone on the left hand side, then B and 3 remain on the other side. 3, when you take positive B to the other side, it becomes negative B. So, now you pick equation 2. 4a minus 3b is equals to 5. This is equation 2. Now, under this method of substitution, we want to replace a with 3 minus b. So in equation 2, where you have a, there is no need of writing a. Replace a with this. So for a is 3 minus b minus 3b is 5. Then open this. 4 times 3 is 12 minus 4 times b is 4b minus 3b is 5. Then these are like terms. So 12 negative 4b minus 3b is negative 7b is equals to, again, this is a constant, this has a variable, so this one goes to the other side. Negative 7b equals 5. Take this to the other side, it was positive, becomes negative. So negative 7b is equals to negative 7, because 5 minus 2 is negative 7. We want to find the value of b, so divide by negative 7, divide by negative 7, 1, 1, 1, 1. So b is 1. So the value of b is 1. Because the value of b is 1, and you have written this statement here, mathematical statement, to get a, you just need to replace the value of b here. So what you do, you write a is 3 minus b, but we know that b is 1. So a is 3 minus 1, which is 2. You can test whether these two solutions satisfy this. Pick a is 2 plus b is 1. You should get 3. You can test this one again. A is 2, b is 1. 4 times 2 is 8, minus 3 times 1 is 3. You should get 5. So that method is called substitution method. And at home, you can do this. You can try this. 4x minus 3y is equals to 1x minus 4 is equals to 2y. This is, do this by elimination. This one by substitution method. So those two are some of the methods you can use to solve simultaneous equations. Of course, there are others which will be handled in another lesson. But for now, keep on learning, be safe, enjoy maths. Thank you.